Hello everyone, today we are looking at another Squabbler Review Me video. So if you want to participate, click on this video, 2000 subscriber challenge, just go to my channel, follow the instructions on the video, and you can participate as well. Doorkickers 2 or Ready or Not. This is kind of the ones I'm covering right now. So if you want to do that, you can submit a video and, make sure you put hashtag squabblers-review-me just so I can, like if you look here, it's like, oh, I can actually just type in hashtag squabblers and we can see. And if anybody wants to watch all the ones I've technically reviewed or just separately, they can look at this and, whatever, right? They see the group that way. But anyway, we are looking at Tactical Diary. Now, this is a question to the person who made this, who submitted this. You did say on a live stream that you wanted me to look at this one as well. Do you still want me to look at this one as well? If not, say so. Tell me if you want me to look at this one as well. If you don't, for now, I'm not going to. I am going to be looking at the one that does have the hashtag squabblers-review-me. So it will be this one. So if you do want me to review this other one, I think it's this one, let me know. If you only want me to review this one, that's cool. Just say I only want this one, or you want me to review this one as well. So with that said, let's get into it. Let's see if there's any information here. Standard difficulty with AI team. All right, let's check this out.
We no longer have control of negotiations. You are cleared to move.
Check it out. Oopsie. In a minute. Okay. What weapon is this? Is that a new one? Oh, different language here. Interesting. The riot noises are crazy loud. I don't know what weapon this is. I'm very confused by the looks of this weapon. Actually, not quite sure, but all right. Let me just pay attention here. Let me just make sure that we are fast forwarding here. Nothing going on crazy yet. Getting all that preparation, all that good stuff. All right. Maybe they haven't done this yet. That'd be interesting. Okay, so number one, this is where you're gonna beat this level. This is probably one of the best angles. Picking up the target, good stuff. Using iron sights, wild. Okay, interesting. Okay, so they're gonna do a gas. Whoa, interesting. That's kind of that's a little bit new. Don't see people using gas very often. I love that. So I assume they are here. Like, I'm not sure if they have his team stack on the other thing. Okay. Nice shooting. Yeah, I mean, like, this is great. You're just flying slowly. Kind of inching out. He's like unzooming in to see more visual, which is really nice. Man, AI team are great, aren't they? Good shooting though, good shooting. AI team are just so thick sometimes. Okay, throwing gas far. I think that's a good, pretty gas, like conceal the area, conceal that line of sight. And to move, all that, and they for some reason are just struggling. Okay, there we go. Oh, what's going on? I don't know what that was about. That was weird. Not sure if it's me or the video. Yeah, I mean, like, we're moving through here. You could probably like have them set up here, C2 charges, blow through, come in from this angle, you pie off and kind of clear this until they're safe enough to kind of clear. This would be like generally what I would be doing with an AI team. Yeah, just maintaining your cover, throwing gas at locations to cut off sight lines is good. Don't know where they're getting shot at. I would be moving if you're getting shot at. Gotta get closer to that wall to the left. Minimize exposure. I wouldn't be going through the main center area here, because it does expose you to like further up here, which we don't want to obviously minimize. I would be going in through here and kind of clearing and like wedging the door, kind of clearing this area. You don't really need to worry about the civilians yet. Good shooting. Why are these guys, why are they behaving so strangely? Man, AI are just so awful. I thought they were like a real person for a second because they're just moving so oddly. Yeah, minimize your exposure into here. You want to check the bathroom. Sometimes there could be a guy in there. Most of the time, every time I've ever had one in there, it's been a hostage situation. Good shooting. Don't want to see that. Yeah, it's tricky to
Move to the exit.
This is okay. The only issue is that the AI is gonna see your AI and they're gonna shoot at them. So the civilian will be definitely in the way. Honestly, I would have just like went to the room, closed the doors, then gotten him out of the way. So there wasn't a lane of fire. Someone were to like come through the doors and shoot the civilian.
Red.
Yeah, looks like he's going through that door.
Enter the room and clear.
Make sure they're stacking on the right. That's fine. Using the door as concealment. That was fine, generally speaking. I would have wedged those double doors before I started operating on this side. Hearing stuff.
Enter team to talk. We got some
As I said, it's always important to secure the area first before you... and now we're wedging. So you could have been... Honestly, you could have wedged over here, then kind of gone through here. That would have been the more preferred way of doing it. To just like, you know, seal off important lanes of fire. Yeah. I would close the doors. Once they cleared in here and they were stacked on here, close the store. There's no reason for this to be open. Oh, a nice little lean, and it's gonna go for a gas. You can gas like at the floor. You don't need to commit so far in with the gas. You can like launch it off the door or this spot here, or like look at the ground and have it like trail in, kind of like skipping it on the ground. You kind of have to get used to it, but just, yeah, like slightly better gas placement would be okay. I think he's just blind firing, so generally speaking, good. Closing this door immediately. Yeah, because you launched the gas in here, right? So I'm not sure if that was the intention, but closing this door before you go to the start, because you crossed another threshold. If there's somebody through here, and of course you have your team helping you, but this is always the issue with AI and stuff, right? You can't like communicate with them. You can't tell them what to do precisely. You can kind of like do pre-accepted, you know, forms of activities where if you're obviously like playing with people, you can do, you know, more specific things. What is he looking at? Obviously there's a guy up there.
stack up right side. That's affirmative. Dynamic movement. Move and clear.
Yeah, so like I still think that you should be closing doors. A lot of the time I'd rather open a door. Sorry, I'd rather close the door to the room.
On the left.
And then when I'm ready to operate it, then I'll reopen the door. But yeah, pieing. It's okay. Firing in there. Up a little bit.
Stay down and turn out. Stay here. Do not get in our way.
So yeah, all good so far. Nothing too crazy. Honestly, this is probably the easiest level of all the boiling point levels, in my opinion. Like, once you get past, like, being careful with, you know, getting past all of those points where you have to, like, not shoot civilians and just, like, identify the targets with weapons. Once you pass that point, like, honestly, like, this is probably the easiest level once you get the hang of it, you know? But I see he's trying to access the trying to get the bank vault open, obviously. Collecting all the evidence. Yeah, so here you can throw a gas grenade. I'm not sure. I wonder if he's going to do this. Yeah. I can predict it. Oh, it's a flash. Yeah, so if the scream was a civilian scream, I would definitely be checking your left angle here too as well. Because you can back up from this angle, right? This angle's a little bit harder to back up on if they're like, you know, and like sometimes they're kind of concealed behind the glass a little bit, or like the beams. So just doing that can be very helpful. But utilizing your flashbang, obviously didn't get any hostiles, but oh, I love AI that just wander up like they own the place. Man, AI are just so silly sometimes. Oh boy. So Man, I know it's supposed to be a review of me, but they are just so annoying. Because you think they'd be better. Oh, Bladen, patch yourself up. Now, this person's committing to the room because the AI are committing to the room. Now, the AI are committing to the room very badly because they're exposing themselves to this room, which there can be enemies in here. They are exposing themselves to this angle here. When you pass this threshold, there can be enemies on the balcony here, or from the open door here. You can get shot from there. And these guys are going in here, and there can be enemies in this room, and there can be enemies to this room, and there can be enemies, of course, just in the area that they're in right now. They can clear it probably pretty fine, but it's going to be a firefight, and we want to try to minimize and maintain control of that, right, the best we can. So that the person here moving up with their team, I'm not even going to blame them. It's just the AI. You have to like follow your AI. If your team commits and is making almost even a bad decision, you got to commit with them because you need to help each other and make sure that you guys are surviving, right? Sadly, that's just the way it is sometimes. Most of the time I'd be doing this like solo without the AI, right? Just because AI are just like, you can have them with you, but like they're always going to be like in the back, and they'll be ready to be used when they can do something competently. Because a lot of the time you're not going to be like involving them unless they are able to do something safely, in my opinion, whenever I'm playing at least on hard mode. Slow pie, not too bad. So once you kind of see that angle, so he's pieing slowly. This is still a hot threat, right? He's pieing pretty closely. He could be pieing much wider. He doesn't need to be pieing so close to the door. And once you reach here, once you see that target, I'm glad that he's taking cover in a coverable spot where you can retreat. It's really awesome. And backing up. We're stacking up left side. That's wild. He surrendered. I would have them go in. I'm not sure if he's having a whole team stack. I think it is. Yeah, he's going to the thing. Okay, cool. I would basically always be with my team whenever there's moving into any other room. Would never ever. Like if I see civilian, I'm going to be focusing on this really quick. Or I'm just going to tell the team to wait because you need to be going in with your team a lot of the time. Looks like they killed a civvy. That kind of sucks. Let me just skip forward. But yeah, you want to be moving in with your team and utilize them in like a very safe manner because, oh, lovely, you don't have flash goggles. People are like, what happened? Why is he blinded? Because people don't use, I feel like people don't use gas grenades very often, or gas mask rather. But yeah, like a lot of the issues I think are just derived from the AI and how they're encouraging the player. And this isn't just the specific person. It's almost anybody. Whenever you're playing with AI, if you're commanding them and you're following them into battle, you're gonna have like disadvantages and you're gonna be put into bad position a lot of the time. So maybe he's just looking for the stuff to get to the bank vault at the bottom. But yeah, you should have cleared this before you went into those other rooms. But it's tidying up, yada yada yada, all that stuff, double checking stuff. Nothing really tactical going on here. Nothing really going on. And here we go. Okay, now we're, oh, okay, he's still looking for stuff. Get that admin password. Looking for that whiteboard. Not sure why you're taking that out. You don't really need a wedge, I don't think. Cleaning up. He's still playing the downstairs. Did he get ordered to chaos? I don't think he did. And also securing those 3 rooms before you enter into the other areas. I think like, yeah, like I've had one time somebody come out of these doors and it was not great. Did I just see what was that? Wait, what did I see? Was it a civilian or? Oh, he's like turning on and off his HUD. Okay. I was very confused. That's why there's like a flood of like things. I thought the civilian got killed or something again. Interesting, interesting. That door didn't lead anywhere. I wonder if this is their first time doing this, but he's looking around for all the objectives. Maybe he like looked up that there was like a secret here, but I wonder if he's done this before. That was locked already.
Lock that door. Hold it.
Technically you checked this room when you went in looking through the outside, so this should be clear. Also you can see through the blinds to see what else is going on. This should technically be clear though. Just need to go to that last downstairs area. I don't want to skip ahead, but I'm just gonna, you know, 2 times it. Very interesting, sorry. Going through it, make sure I'm not gonna miss anything important. Alright. I would like you to just open the door from where this guy's standing and then pie the door, because if there's a guy over here, like behind the door or like in the corner, you're not going to expose yourself immediately to him. Like if there's a guy here, you just open that door, you're going to get shot. And like, you know, your teammate might help, but you just want to avoid those issues, right? Try this nice and slowly, free lean. And you're just going to be locked on to this section here. Just locking on to this position. Locking on, locking on, locking on. Engaging anybody here. Not using full auto. Oh, nice shot. Make sure you check your mag. I don't know how much your mag is, but nice, nice, nice. I'm sorry, but what gun is this? Does anybody know what gun this is? I don't know why I'm struggling. It sounds like a Mark 18 or like an SR-16 or something. It almost sounds like an ARWC. Sounds like an ARWC, actually. Yeah, it looks like it's probably an ARWC. Okay. So it's just so strange looking for some reason, just because the irons. Wow, those guys are really rushing you, but I'm glad that you're staying on this point. You're not pushing. Oops, I thought I paused it. That was paused. Is there a guy really around that corner? That's wild. Nice. That is comical to me. Oh my god, I've never seen that before. And like hide in that corner. That is so funny. Front up, quick, get cover. That's so funny to me. That's hilarious. Yeah, I mean, you could also, yeah, like I wouldn't have thrown a grenade because you know, as soon as you take out that grenade, they're gonna push you and kill you. Yeah, flying slowly. I mean, like this should be pretty straightforward. Okay, he's going for a gas. Where are you shooting at? Oh, you out. That's not good. Oh no, okay, he's got somewhere. Not bad. I'm not sure why you're shooting in there. So, wait, what? Oh, you hit an invisible wall, probably. So with this kind of things, you have to get. Oh, that's not good. Get away. Ready? Engage that target. I would pie this. I like it. If this was New America, I wouldn't hold. I would just hold this angle. If this was this map, I'd pie out. I'm pretty comfortable, and even on hard mode, I'd pie out. Like I'd like lean out, free lean. Kind of like, you know, ooh, why are you moving so fast? Oh, careful! Don't check this corner over here. Oh, what are you doing? Was that the last? Was that Order to Chaos? If it's Order to Chaos, then I don't. Then take it back. But okay, it must be Order to Chaos because no one would walk out like this unless it was Order to Chaos. I think this is it, right? Still doing that, checking for what you call it. Good. I do appreciate when people like peek the door, even if there isn't traps. Oh, so I guess it is. I guess that's the end of it. Yeah. So what would the takeaway be from here? Don't trust your AI. Lead you into battle. It's the takeaway. Let's see here. I would say close doors a bit more. Let's see. Let me just finish this video here. Let me get the bank vault open. Let's just skip ahead. And we got a D because a civilian died. Yeah, so what would the takeaway be from this? I'll just skip ahead. There's nothing like notable that was like really awful per se, as far as I remember. AI are doing most of the bad things. Utilizing like how you shoot your gas and utilize it. 'Cause a lot of the time I feel like you're throwing it, but then you're not like utilizing it in a meaningful way per se. Like screening the enemies for a little bit with the smoke of the gas is fine. But like not utilizing it. Also like wedging this door, like securing areas before you pass them, I think is really important. And then making sure that you're just like moving in a very secure location slash space, I think is kind of like the biggest takeaway here. Is just make sure you're securing things as you move past them. Like you don't want to move past these bathrooms and have someone shoot you in the back. You don't want to, move past these doorways and not check them. You don't want to move past this door and not secure it. You do later, which is awesome, but sometimes it's a little bit too late because there's going to be circumstances where having that door closed would have been a lifesaver, right? And obviously this didn't occur in this run, but we want to like lower statistical odds of us dying, right? If we can do so. If like putting a wedge in a door is going to decrease our chances of dying on, like out of 50% of the time that we would die normally, then that's going to be a great value and something you should absolutely do, right? Minimizing that amount of time in danger that you are exposing yourself to. And when it comes to the gas launcher more specifically, this is kind of a skill you got to learn just from using gas launcher a lot. Like hitting it off of walls, hitting it off of, doors or frames, and like learning how to like bounce it off of certain angles or whatever to like get better utilization of it. Because like launching it further in here, like I'm not sure if he intended to like launch it in here, or maybe he like thought it would like go here, bounce off the wall and like land in front of the door perhaps or something, but it does limit the movement into that space, so that is good, right? So he's like clearing that. Having this set up a little bit beforehand would be more important when you launch that, because once you launch that launcher from the gas launcher, it's going to be not as good, right? So it only lasts for 15 seconds instead of 20 seconds. So I do like that though. You do have to, as I said, once again, you're going past lanes of exposure that you shouldn't be going through, right? So like, even though these guys are going in and you're kind of covered by them and they're kind of clearing too, they're just unreliable. Making sure that you're checking those lanes of fire. Like before you like push up, close this door, then cross, and then check the window, and then push in, right? And you could have easily thrown a gas grenade instead of a gas launcher grenade, because the thrown ones last a little bit longer. They take a longer time to deploy. They last a little bit longer, so you can like have more time to do all those things. Close the door, check the window, all that stuff, right? Hold the staircase. But yeah, I'd say that's probably the biggest takeaway. Is just like make sure your lanes of fire, when you're crossing dangerous lanes of fire, that they are secure as much as you can, because there's opportunities where you can't, but you have opportunities to close doors, to wedge them, to use more gas grenades, even to like conceal your movement to different locations. So because you have gas, you can utilize it in that way. I imagine that you probably already have been using gas for a little bit or for a while now. If you are using it regularly, you should be able to do a lot of that stuff already. So yeah, that's probably the biggest takeaway. Just try to make sure whenever you are going past certain things, make sure you're securing every lane of fire, every possible lane of fire, to minimize your danger, to minimize your exposure into rooms. Yeah, I think that's basically really the biggest takeaway here. But overall, like, there's nothing like necessarily like atrocious per se, aside from just like your exposure into certain rooms. Like the pieing here is generally pretty good. Like he's free landing, he's checking it, right? He sees a target. He doesn't stay in the lane of fire. I love that. That's such a good thing to do. Make sure you're not like holding the doorway just because you see a hostile. Like get some cover. You got some cover. Awesome, right? All that good stuff. So yeah, I'd say that's the biggest takeaway. Just make sure you're not crossing over hot lanes of fire. And I would say just stay with your team a bit more. Make sure you're staying with your team and that kind of thing, right? Because like you being in this engagement would be more valuable than your teammates being in this engagement, just simply because you're going to be more competent than your team, right? You're always going to be more competent than your AI a lot of the time. So it's important to make it so you're not losing them unnecessarily. So, but overall, like, yeah, a lot of the stuff, there's nothing really wrong aside from just the certain lanes of exposure whenever you're crossing over certain things. But
Head to the exit.
overall, it was fine. It was good.
Leave the area.
Um,
Outside.
yeah. And this was good. This is good here. And one final thing I want to say, you were about to launch a gas grenade and you chose to launch it within the room. Now, I'm not sure if you know this, and I made a video about it. If gas grenades provide concealment, they will provide a smoke screen so they can't see you as long as you're like between the smoke. So if you shoot it just like in this corner here of this spot, oh, that's hilarious. I love how this works. I'm not sure if it's just like height over bore, even though this is like off to the side, but I'm not sure if this is like a thing, like an invisible wall, or if it's like a height over bore thing, but that is funny though. I've done this a lot of times though, to be fair. I've done this quite a few times. But yeah, just launching it in this little spot here, this corner here, aim at that spot. Oh, it's going to hit right here. It's maybe going to land and bounce off in some like angle around here. And it'll fill up this whole area, limit movement, limit visibility for the suspects. And you can push in and kind of like check this this hallway here a little bit safer. So yeah. And you're taking out this and not using, like, I like that you're holding the angle. It's really good to do. You hold the angle. Don't try to use gas grenades or whatever. Hold the angle with a weapon. You need to do that because you don't want to rely on your AI. And make sure you check those angles, as I said. I guess, no, this is the order to chaos moment, but it is good to check those angles, though, for the future reference if you do not have the order to chaos done at that moment. So, but yeah. So this takeaway is just minimize your lanes of like danger. There's a lot of lanes of danger you're walking into without securing. Make sure they're secured, more or less the only thing. And try not to trust your team so heavily when they move in. Try to minimize, you know, going into dangerous spots just because they are to some degree, right? But it is good to go with them to make sure that, you know, they are surviving. And they have a better chance of surviving if you're there, so. But that is going to be it for the video. I did say before, if you are interested in, you know, participating in this, you know, viewer review me, Squabblers viewer review me challenge kind of thing, just go to this video, 2,000 subscriber challenge, listen to the video, it'll tell you everything what you need to do. As for a direct question for Tactical Diary, did you want me to do this video? Let me know if you still want me to do this video. You asked me, I believe, on stream, if I remember correctly, and you had linked the title of it. I'm not sure if you still want me to do this. Just let me know if you do. Yeah, just let me know. It doesn't look like there's any other details about this, but yeah, so that's it for the video. Thank you for watching and have a good day.